So all of that being behind us, I want to give a few buyer beware tips, okay? Because these couple of articles that I've read have really incensed me and made me realize there are salespeople out there that are really willing to do whatever they can in order to close the sale, you know, get you to sign the application and collect a commission on the back end. So the things that came to my head, first and foremost, number one, if they use scare tactics to try and get you to buy the life insurance or annuity product, run. Scare tactics are never a good sign. And in fact, I'm a huge fan of educating the consumer first and foremost and building a foundation of learning and trust. Scare tactics should never come into it. Two, anybody who says, you must buy this now, or this is a limited time offer. Now that being said, I do want to tell you, there are times where the rates on life insurance and annuities will change, and frequently those are communicated to insurance professionals in advance of the change, anywhere from 5 to 10 days in advance of when they change. So sometimes you will get an explanation from the insurance agent that, okay, I want to let you know that, you know, I respect that you and your husband need to discuss this, but these rates are only good for the next 5 days. So I want to let you know that if you are interested, we can proceed, but the rates will be less after that point. That's a lot different from what I'm trying to warn you about. What I'm trying to warn you about is the person who says, look, this product is only going to be around for this amount of time, you have to sign it now, or the deal's not going to exist. Basically, this is the words and the motivation of somebody who's trying to earn a commission today, because annuities typically pay a commission to the licensed insurance person within 24 hours of them sending the signed application to the home office insurance company, as long as all the paperwork that's needed is with it. Life insurance takes a little bit longer, but if there's any type of pressure to you must sign now, that's a big red flag. The next thing that I would address is somebody who kind of has a God complex or holds himself up on a pedestal by saying, you know, look, I'm the professional, not you. You need to trust what I'm saying. Maybe they belittle you or make you think that you know so very little about what they're talking about, and so you need to defer 100% to them and not ask questions. That's a big red flag, okay? Especially during a time when we have so much information at our fingertips on the internet today. There are lots of different sources that you can use to educate yourself. Now, I am going to warn you and say I am pathetically disappointed at the level of accuracy and completeness of most of that information. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been compelled to start this YouTube channel. But insurance agents or financial services professionals, for that matter, and I use the word professionals very sparingly there, they have to be out of their minds that they think that you don't have any other resources for researching information that they've provided to you to find out, hey, is this right for me, or did I understand what that person was saying exactly right? So hit the internet. I would encourage you to. Or for goodness sake, ask a question on this YouTube channel. I'll be happy to answer questions here. But don't just take everything the person says at face value if you have reason to believe that you shouldn't. And then the last one is one I kind of touched on a little bit at the beginning, where I was saying beware of the salesperson who basically says, you know, oh, you got to be worried about all these products, they have these pitfalls, and there's so many bad things about them, but I'm an expert and I can help you navigate through them. Be wary of that person, because if they're trying to make money or have a relationship with you by making you think that they're the only person that can help you navigate in this area, that's not right. And in fact, financial services professionals are a dime a dozen. I will say a true professional is much more rare. But finding somebody who is experienced, knowledgeable, qualified, and trustworthy, that's invaluable, and that is harder to find. But I think the most important message overall is work with somebody that you trust. That is the most important thing. We receive calls and emails from consumers every day asking about the product that they'd been pitched by this guy or this gal, and does it really do this? This sounds too good to be true. You need to get the facts. That is absolutely the ultimate goal, is to get the facts so that you can make an educated decision on what is right for you. But for God's sakes, if something in your gut is telling you that this person is somebody you should not be trusting with your money, don't. There is somebody else out there that can and will help you. And if you can't find that person, somebody who you know can, whether it be somebody at your church or your Rotary Club or a family member. Like I said, people who are in this business are not rare or hard to find at all. Well, I think we're running kind of late. I know you've heard my family calling a couple of times already, but I just felt compelled to make this video. So I hope that you learned a little bit this evening, and I think that we'll start off the next session talking about life insurance. Have a good evening. Thanks, everyone.